When it comes to being environmentally friendly, recycling glass and paper isn't enough. Everything from laptops to cell phones have to be recycled as well.
Gary Agness is here from Synetic Technologies this morning, along with Kansas City's favorite dad. Did you know you're Kansas City's favorite dad, Dan Sudeikis?
We labeled you.
Just now.
There you go.
You.
It's official.
Usually
good.
when you're here to talk about a lot of charitable things, but also about your son and about the fun of that. How did you get involved in this e-technology recycling idea?
After I ended getting out of the search business, which was about 10, 12 years ago, I met Gary about 10 or 11 years ago. And there's a longer story to this, I really won't go into it, but it was about the search business. I knew what they did, but was by no means an expert. But that's how it came about. And we've been involved with it for years. Gary, probably longer than I have, really.
Yeah.
So.
Let's talk about environmental waste. How
Sure.
big of a problem is e-waste?
Well, it is. It's the largest area of e-waste of any type of growth within a particular company. We have about 41 billion tons in 2014. And coming up, they're projecting in 2017 over 72 billion tons. And I'll give you kind of a snapshot of what that looks like. That's going to fill the Great Pyramid of Giza over 11 times. Wow. So just a tremendous growth stream within the global community.
Now, when we were in the process of moving recently, and so we have old computers, you know, from like the turn of the century and before, and you've got data on that computer, and you're worried about just throwing that out or having somebody get a hold of it, especially if you're a business or a corporation. What about that data risk of getting rid of your computer?
Well, that's a great question. You know, we've probably all of us probably sitting here probably received a letter in the mail. We've shopped at a retailer and said, oh, your credit card's been compromised. That's one kind of data. If you've ever been to New York City, if you're traveling there, over 60,000 people every year leave their cell phone in a cab.
Wow.
So there's data all over the place, but the data that we're talking about that Synetic does is, yes, even if you hit the delete folder, you know, on your recycle bin on your computer, there still has all of your information on there. And so you need to work with a company that has all those credentials, that has everything that you need to protect you, that allows you to have all that certification, to making sure that all that data is properly wiped off your cell phone, off a tablet, any type of device.
Now, are there laws in place to prevent this from happening, all this e-waste? I mean, should we obviously be punished if we, you know, keep tossing computers into dumpsters? What do you think?
Send them to jail first, yes.
Yes. You notice I'm deferring all the time.
So Dan says, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I'm just here in case you can't spell Synetic correctly.
Okay, there you go.
I'm too shy to do that. The truth of the matter is I get involved in the business development, client development side, and that's a question we get asked a lot. And I always defer to Gary because he does a much better job with the answer.
Well, you would think there's so many laws.
We already sent him to jail. I don't know.
I know. He's got the incorporation on this morning.
That's how I got to know it in Leavenworth when he picks me out. Takes me out for weekends.
Every other Sunday, that's right.
Which one's Abbott and which one's Costello? Do you know that?
Oh, good. Buzzing is his ankle, so we're good. Yeah, but you think there would be laws.
Synetic will take care of that for you.
That's it. That's it. I'll wipe it clean.
Very good.
That's good.
We would, too.
No, it's good.
Go ahead.
You would think there'd be so many federal laws, but there really isn't. Matter of fact, about half of the states still allow you to dump in the landfill. And I think that's crazy because any of us, you know, whether we're environmental people that are, you know, just common sense says that's not the right thing to do.
Right.
There's toxins, there's mercury, there's a lot of stuff in there that can harm you, that can kill you.
And there's valuable stuff in our iPhones and iPads. Right? I mean, they're like, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, just even if it's bad, you know, if nobody wants it, because what we try to do is remarket it and reuse it. So, you know, a lot of stuff that we do is trying to pour back into our community. We do stuff not only here in Kansas City, but we work with Fortune 100 companies. We're a nationwide international company, and because we got all those certifications, as we're talking about environmental and data, we're able to go anywhere, and companies trust us to take care of them. But you're right, we do a lot of remarketing with these assets because we believe that, you know, we want to try to make sure that they get a good home.
Reuse them.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll start using Otis as our new logo to bring in more business.
That's right.
I think that's really smart.
That'll pull people right in.
If his thing isn't working.
It is. Send him out and run around and have him drop his tablet and then we'll destroy it.
We're going to have a link for more information on our website, kclive.tv, later today. So don't get rid of your equipment yet. Go to that link first.
Yeah.
And then
Be
find
safe.
out.
Be smart.
Yes, that's right.
E-waste.
Thanks so much,
That's
guys.
really fascinating. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.